In 3, 2, 1. What's going on? Oh wait, no, you're supposed to do that. My bad. Go ahead. Your turn.
What's up, guys? Oh my god, that probably peaked the mic.
You sound like a fucking
YouTuber.
middle-aged white man YouTuber. Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my brand new channel, gaming. Oh, go ahead. Do your intro.
We're gonna talk about dirt. Oh,
Is that a thing?
it's a game also.
Oh yeah, the racing game. It's gross. But I feel like there's a community for everything. I feel like there is a dirt
So
community.
guys, we're soil analysts. We're gonna analyze the soil.
So when I'm done sticking my worm in the fucking dirt, I'm gonna pull some worms about the dirt. Like, this dude's sticking his cock in the dirt. Yo, do your fucking intro. What are you doing?
I can't think. Hi.
Your name's Zaya.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Hold on. Let me eat my socks.
In the meantime, while she's getting herself together, make sure to rate this podcast 5 stars because I'm not starting this over.
Yeah, cut it.
No. I'm
Cut
tired.
it.
Late at night, let's go.
You need to cut it.
This is wow. You're black when it's very convenient. I see. Go ahead.
Hi,
dude, what's your
guys.
name?
Welcome back to Loosely Outlined. I'm Zaya J.
And I'm the Black Hokage, aka TBH.
And to be honest,
Be honest, welcome back to Loosely Outlined. That's supposed to be my part.
I'm stealing all of your intros today.
She's been singing my songs today and shit, all that stuff, bro. You've been all in my esophagus
Young,
today.
rich, and handsome. Young, rich, and handsome.
She won't hold me for ransom because I'm young, rich,
rich,
and
and
handsome.
handsome.
You know, it's funny. We were sitting in the car and she was like, that's kind of a banger. She's like, put that shit on the beat. I was like, exactly, because when you young, rich, and handsome, she want to hold you for ransom. Yes, sir. What's the name? But welcome back to Loosely Outlined, the podcast that is
Loosely Outlined.
yes, sir. And if you enjoy the show, make sure to rate it 5 stars on Apple Podcasts because we're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all other major podcast platforms. If you want to check out the video version, youtube.com/Loosely Outlined. Leave a like on the video, comment, help support the show, all that jazz and whatever. But yeah, we're back with another episode. What are you giggling about?
You said jazz, and it reminded me of when we went to the Smash and Crab. And the guy was like singing or whatever. What did he say? I forgot what he said. It was like weird, whatever he said. And he was like, it's the song. And he's like, they played jazz.
Yeah, I didn't really. I kind of tuned him out because he kept making like corny ass jokes. And then also he said that they were playing a remix of Marvin Gaye, and it was like some whitewashed version. He's like, yeah, I love this remix. I'm like, bro, it was sexual healing. I'm like, no, dude, there's no better version than the original. We're not gonna do that. No,
Yeah, you're like,
but we had since you gave it away, we had crab legs again today. How did you feel about what was it, smashing crab?
It's pretty good. I definitely think.
How'd you rate it compared to the juicy crab? That's how you say it. The juicy crab.
Juicy crab. I definitely like juicy crab a lot bit more than this place.
What would you rate juicy compared to that? Like
9.2.
9 by the 0.2.
I don't know.
That rounds down to a 9, right?
Okay, 9.6.
So you gave it a 10 then?
No.
Yeah, 9.6 rounds
Let's
up.
just leave it at 9, okay?
Okay.
No rounding it up or down.
And what would you give the smashing crab? Because that's what we just came from.
A 6.
Really?
Yeah, it was okay.
I wouldn't have gave it as low as a 6. I would have given it at least a 7 or an 8. It was
My
alright.
lobster had poop on it.
Are you sure that was poop?
I don't know, actually. Can somebody tell me what the green and brown stuff on the lobster butt is?
Well, the thing is, like, even if it did have poop, the reality is you still ate it.
I wiped it off with a napkin.
You ate it. It still had poop residue. Yeah, lobster poop residue. You still
Don't
ate
remind me.
I mean, if you wake up tomorrow with Montezuma's Revenge, you already know where you got it from. Actually, I have a flight tomorrow, and if I have Montezuma's Revenge,
Then you'll smell like everybody else that gets on the plane.
First of all, I'm going to suffer on the plane, but when I get off the plane, when they call you, I'm going to yell at you.
Why?
Because I'll be like, you told me not to eat a fucking lobster. I was like, I told you I didn't want it. I'm saying it just like that.
I gave it to you because I don't like to waste food, but I didn't want to eat it also.
Oh.
But I also wanted you to try it.
Y'all
So
see that?
it was.
Women are so manipulative because she was like, "Oh my god, it's so good. You should try this, Corey."
I didn't say it was good.
But
I said I didn't really like it that much, and
I
I
didn't
said,
hear that part.
And then I said, "Do you want to try it?"
Yeah, I heard. Do you want to try it? You must have heard. You must have said I didn't like it very much under your breath. I don't remember that
I
part.
was like, "I don't really like it. Do you want to try this?"
Yeah, see, she
No,
finessed
but
me.
so it was like a triple threat.
So, how did you feel about the crab legs as a whole, though, compared to like the juicy crab?
They came out easier.
I thought the crab was fine. I just thought that it could have used more seasoning compared to the juicy crab.
I think so too. I also think I'm gonna take a rest
What do you mean?
from crab legs.
Why?
I've just, I've had it twice. We've had it twice in how many months? Like,
I just saw you like 2 weeks ago. Did you realize that? Right? That was like 2 weeks ago.
time is weird for me.
Oh, you live in the hyperbolic time chamber with
No,
trunks?
my full time job just makes everything blur.
Yeah, I literally saw you 2 weeks ago. That's what we. That's wild.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if it wasn't two, it was like well, no, because we dropped. No, yeah, it was 2 weeks ago because we dropped the last episode, so it'd be week 3 technically, like 2.5.
Yeah, my life is just like one big blob.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a while back.
I would have gave him a 7. If it would have had more seasoning, I would have bumped it up to an 8. I'll say this much: it was good, but it wasn't worth the price that I paid because I think it was actually more expensive than the juicy crab.
Really?
Do you remember how much it was, the juicy crab?
I know each plate was like 50 something.
Never
40
mind, juicy
something.
crab was more expensive. It was comparable in price. You okay?
There's a fuzzy on my mic. It just keeps.
You got very visibly frustrated. I don't know if that was captured on mic. That was we almost saw y'all. We almost saw Bruce Banner become the Hulk.
It's because I try to keep the mic close to my mouth.
The incredible
But
Puerto Rican
there's
Hulk.
Bennett hair all over my mic, and it was like tickling my face.
All right, Bruce. Just don't spaz. These mics are expensive.
Oh my
Don't be
god!
spazzing
I
on
said
them.
her name.
Yep, here she come. Here she. Did you want a kiss? Oh my god! Now she wants some goddamn attention. Yeah, if it would have had more season though, I would have gave it an 8. It wasn't the best crab legs, but it was all right. It was for what the price that we paid. I don't think it was worth it. It should have been a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, and then that guy said the lobster tail was like a 9, and I was like, dang, that must be some good lobster tail.
That's only my second time having it compared to Eddie V's, and compared to Eddie V's, it wasn't as good. So I don't know if it was bad still. Like I still haven't had enough data.
If I had to rank, it would be juicy crab lobster tail, Eddie V lobster tail, and then this place would probably fall below the lobster tail I got at the grocery store and made myself.
Oh, you cook it like that? You thought
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Just
You didn't make me no
a
lobster
little
tail. That's crazy.
song, just a little song.
That's crazy. You didn't make me that soup you was talking about earlier too.
Song.
Some lentil pea soup or some
Pea soup.
shit. Beef? What?
P-E-A.
Is it like some special type of peas or something?
Split peas. Just peas?
You said it was your favorite. Yeah, you didn't make it
Oh,
some other time.
split pea soup is my favorite. Split pea and barley soup from California Pizza Kitchen's really good.
You would make London fog soup if you could.
Yup. I should definitely drink another one right now.
Yeah, but before you do that, I need you to do me a favor and tell me about, because you keep telling me you want to talk about Olympic sex beds. Or something like that.
Olympic sex beds.
What is the Olympic sex beds? I can't talk today.
So I can't talk ever. So,
No bad.
so the Olympic sex bed, they made out of cardboard. So it's like it's bed for the for them to like sleep on, but it's made out of cardboard, so it only supports the weight of one person, and any like sudden movements causes it to collapse to prevent them from having any non-Olympic related activities between them.
Because I was about to ask, what does this have to do with the Olympics? So they created a special type of bed to house the athletes.
So they wouldn't do deed.
And how does it keep them from doing the deed again?
So it's made out of cardboard.
Okay.
It only supports the weight of one person, and
Okay.
any sudden movements, for example, thrust, would cause the bed to collapse.
Collapse. It'd be funnier if like they started doing like some thrust and the bed just flung them into the air. That's blood on the wall and shit. That'd be fucking funny, bro. And then like imagine he had like a boner and like he goes into the wall head first and he jousts the wall.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah, bro. Break his cock.
What the fuck?
I'm talking about me because you said something about cock earlier right before we started streaming.
It's because I was
Or
watching an
recording.
Instagram video and they made a cocktail And it had Tupac's face on the cocktail.
Yeah, and you keep putting emphasis on the word cocktail.
Cocktail. How are you supposed to say it?
You just say cocktail. Like you.
That's what I said. I said cocktail.
No, but you're enunciating that cock.
No, I
didn't. Yeah, it's like you're not saying cocktail. You might as well say BBC tail. That's what the fuck you saying.
BBL tail.
Yeah, something like that. So they're keeping players from having sex by the bed is instantly collapsing. So has there been any story of like a player trying to actually utilizing it and the bed collapsing?
I think have the Olympics started? I don't think it's been like started. I don't think it's started yet. But people on Twitter are like, okay, they act like people can't do it on the floor, standing up, sitting, like.
Yeah, like you can just. Would you do it on the floor? That's a tough question, isn't it?
It depends.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I would.
There's circumstances
I'm not gonna lie,
around it. If I was, no, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say like I'm trying to imagine like hitting it from the back. I feel like
Bennett, come here.
I feel like my knees would hurt or something like that. Like or like you standing there like squatting in a weird position. Like I feel like it hurt.
I think if I was an Olympic athlete and I spent the whole year or whatever training and didn't have any human contact, and another athlete who looks like he was sculpted by Greek gods was one, and there's certain circumstances that just fuck it, just do it on the floor.
Sculpted like Greek goddesses. Why do people always say that when they talk about amazing bodies? Have you seen those sculptures? They all have little penises.
Tiny peepees. It was more, I think back then it was like more attractive or like a sign of something. Like it was better if your peepee was small.
Having a tater tot for real?
Yeah. A tater tot?
Yeah, like a little dick looks like a tater tot or like a gumdrop. Does it not?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't fuck with little ones? Oh, okay.
I don't know. You act like I've seen a lot.
This is gonna sound really weird. Like it always sounds weird when I say this, but I've seen a lot of dicks in my lifetime, and the reason being is
I can't say the same
because of sports. So like people always say, yeah, like whenever you're in the locker room, if you ever played sports, you have to shower with other men. There's shared showers and stuff. So like naturally you're gonna see other dudes, and like I'm not gonna lie, I've seen some gumdrop. I was like, yeah, that's pretty depressing.
Yeah.
But God, He's got a plan for everybody. So you hang in there if you got a tater tot.
Oh my god!
So that's crazy. They're destroying the bed. It'd be funny if the bed like exploded. Like you start
cardboard.
Fucking 5, 4, 3.
It's cardboard.
I guess.
I just feel like, what if I'm like trying to adjust my pillow too hard and I like move my pillow and the bed just collapses?
Yeah.
Because it looks very like fragile.
Yeah. I mean, why are you going? I don't know. Maybe motherfuckers get horny, but at the same time, if I was an Olympic athlete, I think I'd be a little bit focused. I mean, you're only there for like what, 2 weeks? Like,
well,
you don't want.
What if it's like the last day or something?
I guess it might be some fine Japanese girls there or somebody else from another country because I mean everybody is there. But it's with COVID, I would be concerned too.
That's also why they said it too.
Yeah.
To stop COVID from spreading. I will say that like when we have our work events and stuff, Mena just yawned.
Yeah, she did. I don't know if y'all picked that up. Yeah, she yawned.
Yeah, like whenever I'd have work events and they would fly everybody out, it was just like, it was crazy. People were just fucking horny and wanting to.
Yeah, because everybody's been indoors for like the last year, so a lot of people have been forced into celibacy.
Indoors. Although this was before COVID, SpongeBob. This was before COVID.
Okay. Well, I guess people are just horny, period.
Yeah, they are.
Freaking, how you, now we shouldn't even talk about the Olympics, now I think about it. How you feel about that? I forgot her name. I think it was like Shikari or something like that, the one that got banned. How you feel about that with the weed and stuff?
It sucks. It definitely sucks. Like, I really wanted her to compete. That's like one of the things that I don't have a lot of information on, because like on one end I was like, does weed make you faster? Because I feel like it doesn't.
No, it slows you down. That's why it's a DUI when you're driving. It slows all your reflexes down.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. And then I was talking to somebody about it at work, and they said that technically it helps increase like oxygen to your blood. I don't know what the fuck he was saying.
I don't know about that, and I don't.
I was like,
I don't know the.
I don't know enough. So all I will say is like it sucks. Like I wanted her to compete.
Yeah. I would like to see her compete, especially because she was winning everything. And it's like I would like to go more into detail, but based off what you said, I don't know if what that guy said is true or not. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't have enough information on that. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at it sucks, and I would like to see her be able to compete, but you know, it is what it is. You got to be careful, especially when you're in positions to win. You got to be mindful of who you're around and the things that you're doing, because one mistake can ruin your life.
Didn't her mom pass away like a couple months before that, and that's why? I know that was like,
She was self-medicating?
I think so. That's what I saw on Twitter. I don't know if it's factual, but
I don't know anything about that. That sucks to hear, but
yeah.
you know, the Olympics might not even happen. They were saying that because COVID cases in Japan are spiking right now. And the Olympics is like a couple weeks away, so like they're looking like I think they put Japan in a state of emergency.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I told you, when I first rolled into San Antonio, I was like, oh yeah, it's getting bad again, because when I came through the airport, they're offering free shots right now in the airport. Like when I went to the baggage claim, they literally had a table full of like needles. And people were like, they was like, you want a COVID vaccine? And like they had the Pfizer and the Johnson & Johnson. And I was like, if y'all really want people to get that vaccine, I don't think you should be promoting that Johnson & Johnson. First of all, I'm not taking no type of Johnson, but what?
At a table at an airport, I'd be scared. This doesn't sound sanitary at all.
Yeah, and then also I was looking at it and it's weird too, because one of the reasons why the COVID vaccine was kind of hard to like mass produce, or like it was because it was hard to you had to keep it at like a certain temperature. And I'm sitting there like, I'm like, yeah, that shit is just sitting on the desk.
It's like,
how are they? Yeah, and
it's
you're
all
in
fucking
Texas.
expired.
Yeah, like who's to say that shit is bad? Like you're supposed to be keeping that bitch in a cooler or something like that. I mean, I'm not saying they had the vaccines on the table. They might have just been like vials or needles or something I saw on the table. But I was like, that'd be wild if it was the actual vaccine. I'm like, yo, you need a.
They have it in a little
cooler.
lunchbox.
Yeah, like in a Thomas the Train lunchbox. Oh,
like, here you go.
Yeah, so that's how bad it is. And then also they're saying that you might have to get a booster shot after 6 months because cases keep going back up. Shit getting crazy out here in these streets, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. I know when the shots first came out, they were saying like people weren't getting the second one and just like all this stuff.
Yeah, you're not fully vaccinated until you get the second shot, and it's 2 weeks after the second shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just getting one shot. Oh, I feel all right.
I feel better.
Right. You're like, that's not how it freaking works. But since you were talking about the sex in the bed and stuff, OnlyFans. Let's talk about a little bit about that. A website that's synonymous with sex. So, an article recently came out that the CEO and the company of OnlyFans, they want to move away from their image, because whenever you bring up like, so first of all, for those unaware, OnlyFans was supposed to be a website for content creators to generate more income doing anything. So if you're
kind of like Patreon.
Yeah, if you're a personal trainer, you can put your workout videos up there, charge people. If you're an artist, you can charge. But what happened is, you know, a certain demographic latched onto it and it became more of a porn site. And the actual company of OnlyFans, the CEO, they're kind of tired of it, and they want to move away from it, because at the end of the day, when it comes to porn, yeah, you're making a lot of money, but it does scare away like brands and advertisers and stuff like that. So they announced that in the near future they're going to be moving away from porn content, and they're going to be moving towards more family oriented. What their original goal plan was, basically, and it's causing a lot of hoopla. How you feel about them moving away from that?
I feel like it's going to be hard to move away from that, because like personally, like when I think of OnlyFans, I think of like, you know, of porn. So personally, like they're like, oh, we're family friendly now. Like I still wouldn't want to get on it, because me being like, oh yeah, I have an OnlyFans, people are still going to think of.
Yeah, just because they announced that they're going to try to move away from it doesn't change the fact that news doesn't mean it got it to everybody. So like, you know, the local people in San Antonio might not have seen that, like a lot of people. So when you say OnlyFans, it's still gonna be synonymous with porn, and a lot of times people don't give new things a chance or whatever, so they're just gonna always kind of associate it with that.
Yeah, I never want to be like, I have an OnlyFans. Like that's never something I ever want to say.
Why would you ever want to do that anyway when you can just go to Patreon or any other platform?
I think Fan House is a new one.
Yeah, but
I haven't looked too much of it. Is that the same thing? Is it the same? Is it really?
Kind of. From what I'm seeing, because I know of a handful of girls on it. Yeah, they're up there. Yeah. It looks like that's gonna be like the new OnlyFans.
Well, I guess Patreon. I mean, I just don't have anything that I want to post anyway.
Yeah, I don't think most people have anything worth paying money per month for anyway.
Yeah.
But what I will say is with the OnlyFans stuff. It's interesting to see because one of the things I always said is like dudes who sit on the internet and just send. I personally subscribe to the ideology that's like it's your body. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't judge anybody. But what I always will say is there are pros and cons to everything. And one of the cons is, when you try to go back into the workforce, because that money's not forever. There's always there's a new girl turning 21 every day. And the reality is you're not gonna always. There's a few that can transition into that MILF field, but most just like young hot girls or whatever. So I always tell dudes, I was like, I don't know why some of y'all hate these chicks so much because they're utilizing their body and their looks to make money. Because to be honest, like sex work, there's a short shelf life on it. So I was like, just let them do whatever the fuck they want to do because it's not a long term plan.
I just feel like they try to, I think we did talk about this on another episode, but I feel like a lot of people just try to get girls on there and they turn 18 and they get on there without thinking of what could happen in the future. I support sex work. Like I'm 100% behind it, but I've read things and like seen things online saying like, because when you make an OnlyFans, I'm pretty sure you have to tie it to your social. So like if you go to a job and they run that, they'll be able to see on your background check that you've had an OnlyFans. And like I know you can't be a nurse. I'm not sure about teachers. I'd imagine it's probably the same thing, but there's like some jobs that don't want that. Like they don't want their workers having that. And I don't think there's not a lot of protection for sex workers, which is very unfortunate, but I also don't think that there's legal protection against them for being discriminated against.
Is it really like the safety thing? I understand, but is it really like discrimination? Because from like a business standpoint, like if I was like a business owner and someone did have a past life like on OnlyFans, from my perspective, the way I'm looking at it is like I don't think of you as like less of a person, like I hate you, but you're going to attract unnecessary attention. Like it could attract weirdos to your business. They'd be like, "Oh, aren't you that girl that was sucking dick on OnlyFans?" Like imagine someone coming in your business and doing that shit, and then on the regular too, because the internet is full of weirdos and stalkers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That sucks. It's hard for the women also that are doing it, or men.
And that's why I said there's pros and cons to everything, and you have to weigh your pros. Is it really worth it in the long run? And if it is, hey, go for it for you. But I would argue it's probably not for most people. There's way more cons, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's I don't remember her name. She dated Charlie Sheen.
Tiger Blood.
It was
Dragon Blood. What is it?
It was when he was dating those two girls at the same time. One of them was like a porn star, and she makes TikToks now trying to prevent girls from doing sex work. But she said it's pretty much ruined her life as far as jobs. So now she has to like continue to do it because she can't get jobs.
You get stuck
else.
in that lifestyle. Yeah.
And then she pays for her and her fiance and like all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So like she has to keep doing it. But
did she give any specifics on how it ruined her life?
Just getting into a different job. Her getting recognized. She like shaved her head and stuff. She said people still recognize her.
You're actually kind of proving my point. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
She like her whole TikTok is dedicated to that. I need to find out her name because I don't remember, but I just remember that when Charlie Sheen was dating those two girls, she was one of them. Mm-hmm. And then she says it's not fair that nobody can remember the other girl's name or who she is, but everybody remembers her. And that's because she's a porn star.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to live with those decisions. Unfortunately, it's gonna follow you around. Like there's so many cons that I can come up with for that. So it's like if that's what you want to do, just make sure that's really what you want to do. Don't get too caught up in that quick money. I always say look at the bigger picture, but ultimately it's your life. I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. There's a lot. Like I know girls that they get like their OnlyFans leaked and stuff online.
That's another thing. Yeah, that stuff be all on Reddit. It be on like They have like websites dedicated to like leaking that stuff. So it's like, and then the thing is, once you put something on the internet, it's on there forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. But let's go back to the topic though. OnlyFans kind of going the clean route. My question is, the only way I think they can clean up their image and bring more content creators on that are clean is they're gonna have to cut some checks. They're gonna have to cut some checks to some celebrities, like, hey, I'm DJ Khaled and I'm on OnlyFans giving exclusive lessons on how to mix music or something like that. They're gonna have to pay him to kind of like Skillshare paid Marcus Brownlee, MKBHD. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that, where they're gonna have to pay some high quality people to bring it on and clean up the image, and then they're gonna have to incentivize content creators, just regular ones, that come over like, hey, we pay more than, I don't know, Twitch or like Patreon. They're doing a 50-50 split. We're doing an 80-20 split. They're gonna have to do things that are very pro content creator, as well as provide some type of avenue to provide like exposure and stuff like that. But if they just are like, hey, we're clean now, no porn, and we're banning it all that's going to do is actually dry up their money, because it's going to take away all the money that they're getting from the people that are creating sexual content.
Yeah.
And then the people who don't fuck with them in the first place are going to like, why would I come
They're
over?
not going to switch over.
Yeah. So there has to be a crazy incentive for people to come over.
Do you think they need to change the name?
You might as well start a new website.
I don't know how this stuff works, not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, they could change it. What would they change it to?
Fans only.
Get the fuck out of here. Fans only coming now. It's different. It's hip. It's different. So I think that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
How that's gonna play out in the long run. But either way, I'm gonna mind my business, and we're just gonna focus on building this loosely outlined brand.
Let's go.
What's the name? What else is going on with you? I could have swore you said you had something interesting to talk about.
I saw your notes on that girl that says she only dates shooters.
I wrote it down. I didn't know if I really wanted to talk about it. It's been sitting on the notes, but I mean, since you brought it up, so this rapper, her name is Asian Doll. Do you remember like a few months ago when the rapper King Von passed away? He was murdered. R.I.P.
No, I don't.
He got shot outside of a club. Well, I was gonna bring him up because I thought maybe you knew who that was. Yeah, he got shot outside a club a couple months ago. And that was his girlfriend, basically. She's a rapper from Dallas. Actually, yeah, she's from Texas.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was like that's what she's kind of best known for, because I'm gonna be honest, her music isn't the best. It's all right, but yeah, I found a clip on YouTube where she was talking about how she only dates shooters. Like she likes like that toxic, I don't know, savage gangster shit. And she's like, hey, if you ain't no shooter, I wouldn't date you. So the reason I think I put it on my notes at the time, but I was kind of hesitant to talk about it because I was like, what can I get out of this? I think I was going to ask you, like, do you think it's possible for you to put yourself in the mind frame of a woman that only wants to date a shooter? Like, why would she do that? Because that's some toxic shit.
Like someone that shoots guns.
What else would that be, Zeta? Shooting semen. Like, what are you talking about?
Ew, you could have said like shooting hoops or something. Ew.
Buzzing big nuts.
Yuck. I couldn't do that.
Well, obviously you're a pussy, but what's the name? Say you not.
I'm not.
You don't even believe that shit. You can't.
Shut up.
All right, you're not a pussy. You're a nice person.
Thank you. Who are those two people? It's going around on Twitter right now that they got into a shootout or something and the girl was shot back.
Oh, Lil Durk. You know the funny thing is, King Von is Lil Durk's cousin. Yeah.
Why? Yeah.
There's some Chicago savages. So yeah, I think somebody broke into his house and then like him and his girl started shooting back or whatever.
Okay, I'm a pussy. I can't shoot back.
Yeah. I thought you was a big Texas shooter. You know what's so funny? This girl be sending me memes. She sent me a meme one time. I think it was like a Birkin bag with a pistol in it. She's like, that's me. I'm like, okay, the fuck out of here, bro. She's like, I'm really about it. Like, okay.
Yeah, I want a Birkin and a pistol.
Hey, get the podcast views up. We trying to get Birkins over here. I mean, she is. I don't care about that stuff. But she with the Birkin with the glizzy.
Birkin and glizzy.
And glizzy, I mean hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Not the guns.
Yeah, not guns.
So what's the psychology behind a woman that only dates a shooter?
How am I supposed to know that?
I know, that's why.
I'm too scared.
That's why, that's funny the way you say that. That's why I put it on the notes, but I never brought it up because I was like, I don't know if she'll talk about it because you're so nice. Like, you don't come from that lifestyle.
I just, I imagine, riding around in a car with a guy, and he's like, babe, get your gun out. I'd be like, no! And I would, hide under the seat or something because, I wouldn't be able to. I'd run out of the car and run away.
Y'all play too much. Like, you finna run the other way. I don't like you that much. I think I wrote it down because, it's like, I believe in the law of attraction. And I believe if you ride around with guns on you all the time, you're going to attract certain types of people.
A shootout.
Yeah, you're going to attract a shootout. You're going to attract a shooter or, somebody who's going to press you, try you. It's really, if you really talk that gangster shit, that somebody's going to try you and see if you gangster or not. That's what happened. You remember Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, the little brother? Mm-mm. Well, Dewey, he grew up to become a white rapper, a gangster rapper, a drill rapper. His name is Slim Jesus. Do you remember that? You remember Slim Jesus? He looks like a dirty Q-tip.
You're throwing a lot of information at me right now.
What? So yeah, he grew up. You remember? Yeah,
No.
Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. He grew up to become a gangster rapper named Google Slim Jesus.
Okay,
I swear
I'm
to God.
gonna look it up.
And he holds down Frank Block. He got a song where he's rapping about holding down Frank Block. Like that dude is scary. Ooh.
What is Frank Blow? Oh my.
Yeah, look at Would you fuck with him?
No.
He a shooter. Look at him. Big lick on him. And he got the joint with the laser. He got the Call of Duty guns. That's the potato head ass, bro.
I can't.
What was our going with that?
Dating a shooter.
Manifesting. Yeah, I was just saying like you're gonna attract that type of energy. So like I'd rather not. Like yeah, it's cool to have a gun on you for protection, but like in my opinion, if you're riding around with it all the time, is it really protection or are you looking for a problem?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be able to date a shooter. I don't think a shooter would want to date me.
Why not? Shooters like pretty girls.
Yeah, but they want someone that's probably down to shoot. And I'm not. I'll tell you straight up. I'd be like, if you start shooting at somebody, I'm fucking crawling out of the car.
That's right. Didn't you say you was a snitch?
I'm not a snitch.
I could have swore you said that.
You're trying to get me hurt.
Nah. She don't be snitching. Only on Wednesdays between 7 and 8 p.m.
7 and 8.
Look, see, Bennett came over. She's not a snitch.
Yeah, Bennett came to defend me. She knows I'm not a snitch.
You're not a Nintendo Switch?
No.
The OLED one? Freaking, did we talk about that? The OLED Nintendo Switch?
No, I don't want it.
You don't care about it?
No.
Why not? Like the new shiny screen is not good enough for you?
No.
You know the irony of that thing is the OLED screen you'll only see it if it's not in docked mode. Most people play their Nintendo Switch docked on their TV. So you might as well just get an OLED TV.
I'm the opposite.
You mostly play it on the toilet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't play it on my toilet, but I bring it with me places. Not all the time. It's like
Wait. Hold up. You just said in the car when we were to get frozen yogurt, you said I don't really be leaving the house. Where you go with your Switch?
I don't. I'm talking about like if I go to the airport. Lately during COVID, I haven't been taking it anywhere, obviously.
She scratches her neck when she be lying.
No, I'm not. My neck got itchy.
My neck. Bye.
That pee-pee, everybody crap.
Yes, sir. You said your joint was itchy. Okay, we'll go with that. So you said you take it to the airport with you. What, when you pick me up?
No, like when I would travel for work, because I traveled for work quite a bit, I would take it to the airport with me. Or if I was just going to be somewhere a while, I would take it with me.
You know,
or I would just play it on my couch, like not on the TV.
I always joke that Xbox don't got no games. The PlayStation 5 don't got no games, but Nintendo on the clock too. They don't really got no games like that. My Switch is collecting dust.
I haven't used mine because I lost Breath of the Wild and I wanted to finish it, but I know if I buy it again that I'm going to find the damn freaking game.
Why didn't you tell me to bring it? Remember I told you I'd let you borrow mine and you didn't remind me. I would have brought it.
I forgot. Can somebody donate me $60 so I could just buy it again?
I could probably ship it to you. Are you going to actually play it?
I want to finish it. I have like one of the big monsters left or whatever.
Are you going to beat it on stream? If I send it to you, you're going to beat it on stream?
Probably not.
All right, I'm not sending it to you.
I mean, there's some games that I want to play for myself.
What are you trying to like maintain your mental health and just play games for fun? What the fuck is wrong with you? You got to get out there and stream, baby. Fuck that mental health shit. Come on now.
God.
Everything's content.
No.
Okay.
I just want to beat it. I want to like wrap up in a blanket and just beat it.
Did you see the Steam Deck?
Yeah, I don't want it.
You don't want that either?
I'm broke. I don't really want anything right now.
How are you broke?
Except a Birkin. I'm just kidding. I don't want a
I see
Birkin.
you spent some money today. I don't think you broke.
Look, when it comes to food, I'll drop a little bit more. Also, I feel like you think that I spend a lot of money because when you're here and we go to the farmer's market, that's when I spend money. But like, I haven't been to the farmer's market since the last time that we went, and I haven't really bought anything lately.
But so you admit you be spending money like that though, like.
No.
But I mean, you spent like $40 on London Fog today.
Leave me alone. It tastes really good.
Exactly.
Whatever. And this is a small business, so I don't feel as bad.
Coconut milk. Yeah, true. You are stimulating the economy in San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm stimulating San Antonio's economy.
Yeah.
All by myself. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you do need to have meetings with your boys so y'all can figure out how y'all gonna save the city.
Oh, Macadamian.
Yeah, Mr. Damien.
Yeah.
Freaking. But
I've been bothering him to give me a job.
What kind of job do you want from
where
him?
he works, just in marketing. I was like, so
Give me your elevator pitch. Why would you be a great marketer?
don't put me on the spot like that.
You're not ready to be a marketer then. You're supposed to sell me something. I literally just asked you to sell me something, which is the job in marketing, and you didn't sell me anything. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna keep my money in my wallet.
Okay, whatever.
We gonna get you right. We gonna get you right. I'm trying to figure out what else is going on in the world. Eating ass. How do you feel about that?
You know, personally, I wouldn't like to do that. I personally wouldn't like to eat,
How would you
but
feel? How would you feel if your partner, like, you just woke up, right, and your partner's ass is facing you, and then he starts slowly backing up, and he goes beep, beep, beep.
if I back it up, is it fat enough?
That doesn't answer the question. Don't make a joke out of it. This is a serious moment.
No,
Your man backs up. Beep, beep.
I'm not eating anybody's butt, especially since I feel like guys don't clean their butts well.
That's problematic that you just made a generalization like that.
Well, if I'm not talking about you, you don't have to worry about it. So anybody
It's still
that's
problematic, though.
obviously it's not. Ew, why did I go
Like, sassy. Ooh.
obviously? No, obviously it's not everybody, but I feel like a majority of men, like y'all can't even clean under your fingernails. Again, not talking about everybody, but like a lot of people. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's in my. I don't know. But I've come across a lot of guys, or like went to school with a lot of guys where their personal hygiene was not the best. I'd go to work, their personal hygiene just literally not the best. So I have very low expectations for them to be cleaning in between their cheeks.
I hear you. I've messed with several women that have told me that they've messed with men that were very dirty, and they told me they fuck dudes with like dirty dicks, and I'm like,
Dirty dick.
yeah, because they'd be like so in awe that I have like an entire hygiene routine, and I'm just like,
Yeah, most guys don't even fucking put moisturizer on their face.
but what's the point? What's the point of complaining, but then you still fuck them? Because that's why dudes be on the internet be like, I still beat though. He got a dirty dick, but you still let him beat. And I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of feel that, like not being dirty, but at the same time, I kind of feel like you still let him beat.
Yeah, I don't want a UTI,
A what?
a urinary tract infection.
Yeah, go ahead and spell it out for some people because they don't know what that is.
Yeah, wash your damn dick.
That's when your pee burns. Ah, you said on the
Wash
toilet.
your pee pee.
Shit is gross. Oh,
What?
yo, all right. So this chick put on Twitter for all men in my DM, pick a bill. So this chick posted on Twitter. I be finding the wildest shit.
You lazy?
This chick posted a half naked picture of herself.
I mean, she is really pretty.
She put in a half naked picture, right? And on it, she says, "Fellas, adopt a bill. Rent $1,800, gas $80, nails and toes $150, electric $100, hair, clothes, shoes unlimited, and then groceries $200." And then basically she put that on Twitter and is advertising herself, saying, "Which one of you boys want to adopt a bill?" How do you feel about that?
So,
You want a bill adopted?
you know, I wouldn't mind if someone wanted to pay my rent. Not gonna lie. Shit hurts every time I pay it. Leaves like $200 in my bank account.
It's like you need an extra therapy session after that.
I was just like staring off into the distance.
Isn't that the most depressing thing about bills? Like the moment you get paid, like you be feeling like a king,
you're like,
and then
yay!
and then the bills start coming, beep beep beep. Like you sending all these messages.
Like, stop, make it stop.
Hey, damn, I'm trying to have a life.
I mean, do you? You know what I mean? There are guys out there, I'm sure, that would adopt a bill.
Fellas, please.
Please adopt a bill.
Please don't adopt.
Please
a bill from
adopt
any of
a
these
bill.
women, bro. We're trying to get back to things just being fair and balanced, like Fox News. Okay. It's a joke, by the way. Jesus Christ.
It's a joke.
Yeah, we're trying to get things to be fair and balanced. And when you go out here and you adopt the bills from these women, they're gonna think it's okay. Because I saw, if you go and look at the post, it's a bunch of women under the post. Girl, that's a good idea. Oh my God, what did I think of that? Because there's dudes out here. There's a dude in your DMs offering to buy you a pair of shoes or whatever. We cannot do this anymore. Who randomly does that?
Is for the guys where $100 is literally nothing to them.
Yeah, but it enables bad behavior, I think. People become entitled to that because when that woman is ready for like a relationship, she expects that of the guys that are adopting bills. And it's like it's supposed to be more than that, than just a transactional, basically. Like, I think men are supposed to provide and protect, but they are people too.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, it matters. It
I
matters.
don't know. I saw this thing where some people have like a kink where they give people their money. I saw this video of this girl that was like, she was like, stand here. And then the guy stood there and he had like a little gift bag with him. And then she was like, give me the money. And then he like handed a bunch of money. And then she kicked him in the balls.
I think that's. I think that, first of all, I just mentioned the kick in the balls shit. I think that has less to do with the money part, and that has more to do with domination, because that's a thing.
Oh, well, I don't know, because, like, I see it on TikTok. Girls will be like, you fucking suck. And then the guy's like, ugh. And then he gives him $500.
Do that again?
Ugh. So, you fucking suck. There, that'll be $300. You can cash at me.
That's weird. So do they rub the money all over their body? Like
No, they want someone to degrade them.
Is that more of a turn on for the man or the woman?
Like, the guy wants a girl to degrade them, and then he gives them money.
And does that make his pee-pee hard?
Yeah.
What?
Some people just have, like, a kink.
But that's not normal. That's not like
yeah, they're
common.
called pay pigs, I think.
Is that a thing for real? I'm about to Google
telling
this.
you, yeah. I learned so much from TikTok.
Look at Bennett. Pay pigs? What's
She's like, how do I do that? Let me see.
Where do I find me one? I want an extra bone.
Yeah.
Look that up. Pay pigs. She's looking at Slim Jesus. Oh my god.
All right. I heard about it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Pay pig through virtual identical. Huh? A pay pig. Huh? Hold on.
Go on Urban Dictionary for pay pig.
That is Urban Dictionary.
I'll read that down there.
In the realm of BDSM, a pay pig is a submissive, almost always male, who has consented to financial servitude towards his mistress.
So it actually is what I said. It has less to do with the money and more to do about submission and domination. It's like a subsection of it. Money's involved. Some people just like to be dominated.
Yeah, it says a pay pig is typically a male who pays a woman to financially dominate him.
I'm trying to think. Like that doesn't turn me on. That's
where
I
do
don't
people
get it.
find those? Just checking for a friend.
You can find anything on the internet.
I'm just kidding. I don't think.
Do you get to keep the money?
I don't think. Yeah, but I don't think I'd be able to be mean to someone.
Yeah. Also, I think you have to do something. Like, do they have sex with them?
No, they just like degrade them. Like, I could text someone and be like, "You're fucking stupid."
Have you seen the Nelly tip drill video?
No.
So there's a legendary music video. You know who Nelly is, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a legendary music video used to come. Are you familiar with BET Uncut?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
I know what BET is.
So BET Uncut was a series that used to come on in the mid 90s and early 2000s. It came on late at night, and Nelly had a legendary video on there. They used to have raunchy uncut videos on there. They couldn't show you in the daytime. Nelly had a song. If you've never heard it before, make sure to open your web browser in private and Google this. Nelly had a song called Tip Drill, and I quote,
Drill.
Check it out. It must be her ass because it ain't her face. I need a tip drill. I need a tip drill.
I don't get it.
It's a classic. But
It must be her butt.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I'll play you the video later. So long story short, the most iconic moment of this music video is towards the end of the music video. Nelly and the Saint Lunatics, which was his squad. I think JG was in it because he's from St. Louis. I think he was in the background dancing and shit. Nelly takes out a credit card and he slides it down the woman's
Her butt crack, like
Yeah.
a transaction.
Yes. And she had a big juicy booty and he slid it down. So the point I'm trying to make to you is if you were to do the pay pig shit and he wanted that, would you slide a credit card down his booty? Would you let that dude be a tip driller?
I've slid the credit card in his butt.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It has to be a lot of money for me to be near another man's butt.
What if he had cause you know how small businesses have those squares? What if he had a square in his butt?
He implanted it in his ass.
Yeah, and he says, "I'll give you $2,000 right now if you just slide this card through there. It'll go straight to your bank account."
I'd have to slide it really fast. What if he like goes to restaurants and they're like, "Here's your check, sir," and he's just like, he just puts the check on his butt.
Freaking, you get like a receipt to your email from PayPig. like your parents, you're like, what the hell is this? The PayPig? Oh, it's anime.
His profile picture is a butt.
It's fucking anime. It's like Glitter Force.
Oh yay! I
Are
want
you
to
gonna
watch that.
You gonna seriously watch that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to this frozen yogurt spot and they were playing the anime, and then she turns to the people in the front. She's like, "Oh my god, what's this called? It's so cute." And then I was like, "It's literally on the TV. It's called Glitter Force."
Okay, it wasn't there until I asked. Okay.
Sure.
It was. I was looking at it, and the girls were just flying around the screen. So I was like, "What is that?"
It didn't look good, but it was like cutesy. So she likes cutesy. She likes cutesy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, when it comes to like the dating stuff too, do you think it's an issue to eat the you know how when you go to like nice restaurants, not even nice restaurants, but some they'll get free bread. Do you think it's an issue to eat the free bread?
No, I inhale that shit.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. Like fucking
I was
Kirby.
like, bread, and I'm just like,
Ate that shit like the clunk. You gonna eat your cornbread. So there was a tweet I found. Let me meet this damn video. There's a tweet and it went viral. And this girl said on Twitter, "I had this argument, but I want to know the truth. Is it very tacky for someone to eat the free bread as soon as you get it?" So I guess it's not necessarily eating the free bread, but it's like as soon as it comes to the table, she felt like it's tacky for you to eat it. Do you feel like that way?
no. Everybody knows that you get the bread on the table, you accidentally eat too much, then you're too full when your entree gets there. Then you eat part of your entree, and then you get a to-go box. Everybody, that's the rule. And you know what? I feel like people be making up rules. What kind of shit is that? You can't eat the bread. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
And it's free. And it's bread.
Yeah, you love carbs. We get it. Freaking, I seen that tweet and I was like, damn, like this is why it's so hard to date. Like people just, and you know the worst part is that's the type of rule she wouldn't tell you that. She's only saying that on Twitter, but she wouldn't tell you that. She would just judge you while you, wow, look at this motherfucker.
But then people complain they're single and they do weird shit like that.
He could be like the greatest man on earth, a complete sweetheart, a great father, takes good care of you, there for your emotional needs, support you in your business or whatever. But nah, he eats the bread as soon as he gets there. She's like, I can't date him. It's very tacky.
Just imagine we go to hang out or whatever, and I'm like talking to you, and I'm like, hey, I went on a date with this guy. Like, he's great, but there's like one thing that I can't get past, and I don't think that I could date him anymore. And then you'd be like, oh, what is it? And I'll be like, he ate the bread that came out. Like he ate the bread came out, the free appetizer bread came out, and he ate it. Like I don't think I could get past that. I don't think I could date him. That sounds so stupid.
But the crazy part is in her nutty ass brain, she was sitting there thinking like her friend is supposed to respond like, girl, you right. I understand where you coming from. He's a bum. You know,
I would be so confused.
What's especially bad is like most of the time the guy is going to pay for the date. So it's like you went on a date with a dude, he paid for the food, and then you complained that he ate it. Like we literally cannot win nowadays. But the good thing is the internet actually fried her ass up. Like nobody was agreeing with her.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing a poll about it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if she made the poll or somebody else made the poll. But she made it. It was like, oh, fuck ton of no's.
Yeah, she made the poll and then she got mad because everybody didn't agree with her. It was literally like 100%. And she was like, fuck y'all all stupid and shit, baby.
I remember, okay, I remember it now because she still stood by what she was saying. Mm. And I think the only reason that she stood by it is because she didn't want to look stupid, but she looked stupid anyways.
Facts.
But she didn't want to like admit that she looked dumb.
Yeah, and I think they ran her ass up off the internet. But like I saw that, I was just like, man, what are we supposed to do?
You can't do anything anymore.
Yeah, we can't. You can't even enjoy somebody's company and eat some goddamn bread, bruh. I worked hard for this shit. Like, girl, he was cool, but I would eat the bread.
No, Bennett's all up on her butts.
Yeah, she'll eat anything. She's a dog, and if you pet that dog,
can I pet that dog?
Pet
that dog?
I think it's the scary times that we're living in, and this is why I think it's especially tacky because of COVID. People are like lonely right now, and it's like, yo, people are finally being able to get out, and it's like you're complaining about that. Like I don't know where that came. Who raised you?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's talking about Cheesecake Factory bread. That sometimes it's a little hard.
You eat at the Cheesecake Factory?
Leave me alone.
Cheesecake Factory is where you take ratchets, bro.
They have good fried zucchini. I haven't been there in a minute.
Cheesecake Factory is where you go for cheesecake. Other than that, nah. Like their menu is disgusting. Like there's 1,000 things on the menu and none of it's good, really. To me.
I remember I went there with my friend. You know, she was in a relationship. She had kids. So she wanted to just get out. So we went to the mall. And then she was like wanting to take shots and shit. And the only place that we could go was a Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
And that shit was, they didn't have like, it wasn't like a bar. So they gave us some like strawberry vodka. I almost choked, bro.
Fellas, if you want to test her, tell her let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. If she gets excited, she ain't never been nowhere. Dump her.
Okay, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
No,
because if a guy wanted to take me to the Cheesecake Factory, I'm not going to be rude and be like, ew, the Cheesecake Factory. Like, that's so fucking rude. If he wants to go to the Cheesecake Factory, you could, you know, politely suggest something else or just go.
So you acknowledge you'd prefer not to go. You just wouldn't be rude about it.
Yeah.
You're proving my point.
Whatever.
Freaking. When it comes to women, like the best advice I can give fellas is you got to take her somewhere like fancy where they make the food in front of you, like Chipotle. Oh my God, he dropped a bag on me. He took me to the fancy place where they make the food in front of you. Well, he took the hibachi? No, he took me to the fucking Chipotle.
Just go for fucking drinks. It doesn't even have to be alcoholic drinks. Just go for tea or coffee because dinner's a commitment. You got to sit through the entire thing. But if you go get drinks, you could, if you enjoy them, you get another round. If you don't, you don't. Coffee, you can finish that shit quick. If I'm having a bad day, I'll go and fucking finish my tea.
Well, you can't do that anymore. That was actually a debate I seen on TikTok like a couple weeks ago. There's some chick made a clip that went super viral, and she said she doesn't deal with men that try to go on a coffee date or like a drinking date because she's like, you're broke and blah blah blah. And it was like 50-50. Some people roasted her, and then some people were like, I always tell dudes, yeah, coffee date, tea date first because it's a low investment. Like you don't know if you like her. Quit spending all that money on chicks that you barely know. You feel like you're going through a therapy session right now. You look like it, I mean.
Cause you can't eat bread. You can't go for coffee. What else can you not do? Oh my God.
You just can't exist. Like you just can't breathe. You can't do nothing. So, people end up lonely and miserable.
Do you need a therapy session after that?
Yeah. My main thing is like, as long as they rate this podcast 5 stars, that's all I care about.
5 stars.
Yeah, we need those.
5 stars equals 5 breads.
Yo, we forgot to do it, but you want to do some you want to take some questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take some questions. Let's go on Instagram. I forgot to totally look before we started recording, so I'm gonna have to edit this part.
Oh, most memorable moments we had with each other.
Most memorable moment that I've had with you?
Oh, jeez. Say it like that.
I mean, like I always enjoy your company, but like,
I can't think of anything either.
Yeah, I can't think of like a super standout moment. I don't think we've had like a crazy moment like where we went to like Six Flags or something and something crazy funny happened.
Yeah, because we haven't been to cons together.
Yeah, no. Things have always kind of gotten in the way. It's always kind of us been just chilling, going out to eat, like checking out like different spots and stuff. But like
no adventures. Really.
Yeah, we haven't done adventures yet, and then the world is kind of shut down right now. So
yeah.
I mean, I do have a memory with you, but it's like I don't know if you want me to tell that one.
What is it?
When I had first met you, and then I said how was your guys' night, and then you all looked at each other and stared.
That night was fucking terrible, bro.
I was one of those read between the lines. I was like, oh, okay.
Best thing to do for them to grow as a content creator. Huh?
I think I saw one question that was interesting. I saw one question that was interesting, like right when I had posted it, and he said, would you prefer to explore space or explore the depths of the ocean?
Space.
Why?
Because the ocean is fucking scary. And there's like weird creatures.
But you don't even know what's in space. How are you going to say that? How are you going to say that the ocean's scary, but space isn't? Space is literally the final frontier. It's the unknown. They have black holes. They have holes in space that literally could suck you up. Suck.
With 2 C's. Yeah, but people have like really been to space and back, and I mean, it doesn't seem fun to be in space either, just because you have to like poop in a bag and like all this other random shit. But you know, the ocean's pretty scary. Plus, I'm scared of like the ocean already, so I couldn't even play Subnautica. So you know, I ain't trying to go down there. I'm good.
I think I'd rather go to space too, just because like the ocean. Like, let's say you get in a submarine or something.
You're gonna get crushed.
Yeah, if it gets crushed, like that's a terrible way to die. Like drowning, I wouldn't want to do it. I'd rather suffocate in space because it'd be pretty quick.
Crystallize, or do you explode?
You crystallize?
One of those.
Where do you read that from?
You either explode.
You know, in a manga?
No, you either explode or you freeze.
Where did you read you explode in space? Where the fuck did you read that? Neil Armstrong did not explode. What are you talking about?
If you're not in a spacesuit.
Yo, she said,
you're
please,
out,
she put her paw on the
if you're not
thing.
in a spacesuit and you're out in space and you can't breathe, I think your body expands until you explode. That or you freeze and crystallize, one of those.
I think you do freeze, but it's not like you become like a big ice cube. I think like your body like just freezes.
What if you just shatter like
it's like
glass?
tapped you, maybe. I think the ocean is scary because, like I said, like I would have the fear of like drowning in a submarine and like not being able to do anything. Also, like a shark biting your nipples off. Also,
that's a really specific body part to get bit off.
I got nice nipples. What's it?
I sounded like a Minecraft villager.
I don't play that game.
Also, there's like a point in the ocean where light doesn't touch it anymore.
Yeah, and also like we haven't explored the majority of the ocean. I actually always said like if aliens existed, they probably actually are in the ocean because we haven't explored the majority of the earth.
Probably, I'm good.
They got those fishes that with the penis hangs from the head and it's like a light
bulb.
Yeah, and then they have the big jaws and shit like that.
They look fucking scary, and their teeth are like.
At least we got the Space Force coming, so like we're gonna have Gundams and shit. So like I'd rather die in a Gundam. It's a Gundam.
Would you rather propose to someone in public, or would you rather them do it in secret?
Ooh, you know, because I've never been that close to a woman where I wanted to propose. I've actually never thought about that. That's actually a really good question. Would I want it in public or in private? I'm a very expressive person, so I feel like I would run the risk of telling it in public because I feel like if I did propose to a woman, I'd be confident enough to know that she'd probably say yes. I wouldn't just do it out of like nowhere. And also I would want, if somebody's gonna be my wife, I'm proud of that woman. Like, and I want people to know that. So like, yeah, I would probably do it publicly.
My answer is the opposite.
Why?
I'd like it to be private. It doesn't mean like in a fucking room. Like we could be at the beach and it's just like us two or something.
They could do that, yeah.
I wouldn't want a lot of people around. I do have like social anxiety and I don't want everyone staring at me. It freaks me out. And I would like it to be more like personal.
Fair enough. I think if it was public though, it's not like something like that shit like at a basketball game where like the camera's on somebody.
I would have a meltdown. I would die.
It'd be over like dinner or like in a park or something like that. It'd be in public, but it wouldn't be public, if that makes sense.
But at the same time, your partner should know you well enough to know what you like and don't like.
Yeah. So that plays a role to make sure you're paying attention to their thing.
Oh yeah.
Their cues, social cues.
You remember when flash mobs were a thing?
No.
Like,
what's a flash mob?
When all these people, like, you're just like walking in a busy area and then they all start choreographed dancing.
What in San Antonio the fuck are you talking? I'm dead serious. What are you talking about? First of all, no, we're not gonna slide. Yo, you really felt that. Yo, no, what else? You was like doing your hand. I don't want to hit Bennett. I'm so sorry. You was like, yo, no, what that is? Oh my god!
Because I fucking hate flash mobs, bro.
That must be a San Antonio thing.
Literally know it's not a San Antonio thing, but
is it a rock thing?
There was like this era on YouTube where, like, let's say you're at a train station or something, and everybody's just walking around. The music starts playing, and like you had no idea what's going on, and you're looking around, and then people start fucking dancing, like choreographed dancing, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? But I remember seeing this video on YouTube where this guy proposed to his girlfriend with a flash mob. They were out on a date, then everyone starts dancing, then he gets in there and he starts dancing, and I was like, I would literally jump onto the train tracks. Like,
no, he deserves to get a no. That's so corny, bro. That's some High School Musical shit.
I would fucking die if somebody
stick to the status quo.
Pretty much. If somebody did that to me, I would have a full breakdown. That is like probably the worst way somebody could propose.
Yeah, I'm good off of that. So you
I'm
know what I
gonna
was?
show you after this podcast.
Yeah, I need to see what that corny ass shit is. I've never heard of a flash mob.
It's so cringy.
So do they coordinate like on the internet when they're gonna do it or something?
So like I guess they all practice or something. There was also that era of YouTube. It was I don't remember his name. He was a YouTuber. He would like go into Target and do flash mobs to like Beyonce songs and stuff.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. The only thing I can
That's
think
probably
of
the
is
worst way.
what's the rock one? The what's the name mob? What is that called?
What
Mosh pit. That's what I know. A mosh pit. I
Oh,
don't know why
mosh pit. You
I know
can
what
get
that
your
is.
teeth knocked out. Imagine someone proposing to you in a mosh pit.
Did I ever tell you my mosh pit story?
No.
It's a very black story. So when I was younger, I think I was like 21 or something like this. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I tried out for a improv comedy club because people kept telling me I needed to do that shit. And when I auditioned for the job, they put me and a bunch of people on stage like I didn't know them, and they were like, "All right, so the scenario is you're in a flash mob, go." And I turned to my teammates and I said, "What the fuck is a flash mob?" Or I mean a mosh pit. My bad. Why do I keep saying flash mob? I said, "What the fuck is a mosh pit?" And then the one other black girl that was in the group, like she was like trying to sun me in front of the other two white people in the group. Oh my god, y'all know what a mosh pit is? I'm like. I see what you are. You know how they say the black cop always showing out for the white cop? It was like that type of shit right there. I'm like, oh, okay, so you just gonna throw me? Yeah, I know what a mosh pit is. Long story shit, I didn't get the job, so because I didn't know what the fuck a mosh
Oh
pit.
my
But I
God.
learned that day what it was because I had no clue what that was. Like I'm not familiar with that world.
Have you seen videos of mosh pits?
I know what it is. Yeah, I've
People
seen the videos now.
swing so hard. I know there's like mosh pit etiquette. I don't know enough about that. I'm good. I don't need to get in a mosh pit.
Yeah, I don't get why people want to go to the club and knock each other's teeth out, especially people who don't got health insurance. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Yo bad.
I'm not willingly getting in a mosh pit.
Yeah, I'm not either. You got any more questions for me?
I thought this one was interesting. Ways to deal with addiction, not just drugs, but habits that hinder your growth.
Ways to deal with addiction.
So
Go ahead.
this is probably like a weird example, but like,
Addiction is addiction. Like it doesn't have to be drugs.
yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like addicted to it, but I have no self-control when it comes to snacks.
I was gonna go with food too, but go ahead.
Yeah, I can't keep snacks in my house because I'll eat them all. And like let's say like my mom left some Pringles here, like the mini packs. I had like 6 of those things. I ate all of them. It doesn't matter. I told you I went through a whole box of popsicles. Like I have no self-control when it comes to any type of snack. So you just have to be mindful. I don't keep snacks in my house because I know I'll eat all of them in one sitting.
I do the same exact thing. I don't keep any snacks, and I actually keep limited food in my refrigerator. Like I'll keep like 1 or 2 meals for like that. Like I literally go to the grocery store every day, so that I don't overeat because I find that I eat when I'm bored.
Yeah.
My diet is not even necessarily bad. Like I'll just eat when I'm bored. And I noticed too, you have to be self-aware with this too. Self-awareness is the first step. But I noticed too, I eat far less when I'm around people. When I'm like hanging out with people and I'm busy and productive and like I'm more focused on the experience of what I'm doing with my friends versus having that. They always say idle time is the devil's playground. That shit is
Yeah.
real. That pertains to every aspect of life. And you got to figure out what it is for you. And make sure that you stay busy so that you don't overindulge in whatever, because too much of anything is never a good thing.
It's never a good thing.
All right, we're tired of talking. Is that a chocolate boy? Yeah. So we appreciate you guys checking out the latest episode of Loosely Outlined. What is this, episode 7, I think? Yeah, so make sure to hit the like button on the video version. Comment. Subscribe if you're new. YouTube.com/Loosely Outlined if you're listening to the audio version. If you are, rate it 5 stars on Apple. I don't care if you're listening on the Spotify version or whatever, rate it Stitcher or something else. Go over to the Apple version. Just open the app and rate it 5 stars because it helps the channel grow.